Haba. Oh. Haba. Kabasho. Kabasho. Kabasho.
PSUP means Participatory Slum Upgrading Program. And it's a program organized by the UN Habitat with the support of the European Commission. And it's a program that the ACP countries, that's the African, Caribbean, and Pacific nations, as well as the EU, are supporting.
Ghana is at the third phase of the Participatory Slum Upgrading Program. And as part of activities of the project, a community development committee was formed. And the community development committee is called the Gamashi Development Committee. This committee was formed so that people or stakeholders from the community will be drawn from every aspect of the community. And I think this has really helped the implementation of the phase 3 of PSUP in Gamashi.
Funding is coming from the EU or the European Commission. They are providing the funding, but UN Habitat is the implementing agency, overseeing the implementation in the countries that are beneficiaries of the PSUP. With urbanization taking place all over the world, particularly in developing countries like Africa and the Caribbean, there's also the attendant challenges of slum growth. Most communities are slums. And as part of the Millennium Development Goals, the UN aims to have the slum situation in the world. And since most African countries are facing these slum situations, the ACP countries in the EU felt it necessary to introduce such a program to try and solve some of the challenges that slums are bringing about in the selected countries. Well, Gamashi was chosen for obvious reasons. Gamashi, as you know, is known in international circles as Old Accra, which means that this is where the city grew from. Unfortunately, it has met a lot of challenges during its existence. And studies that were conducted earlier on by UNDP, UNESCO, and other international agencies really came up with the fact that even though Gamashi is the oldest settlement in Accra, it has now become a slum because it lacks a lot of facilities. Housing situation is very poor. The land space is also not too big. We have a land space of 85 hectares with 100,000 plus people, which necessarily leads to congestion. Apart from that, facilities are deteriorated. We have challenges with sanitation. We have challenges with housing. And the teeming population itself suffers a lot of deprivation. And following from some of the previous activities that have been done, like the Urban Poverty Reduction Program, which was first piloted here in Old Accra, and other studies that have been done, The UN Habitat during the first and second phases also undertook some exercises like profiling of slums. And in profiling of slums, Gamashi came out as one of the areas that is suffering from slum deprivations. So it was selected to pilot the first intervention under the PSUP. So that's why Gamashi was selected.
Members from the community were drawn together to actually replan on Gamashi. So this one too was this part of the project was led by the town and country planning wing of the AMA. So the town and country planning came up with a plan that was very participatory. So they brought maps of Gamashi community and they allowed the community themselves to decide the new plan that they may really want the community to look like, let's say 10 years to come or 10 years from now. And I think the inputs from the community were amazing. The community were able to identify some old buildings that they think could be turned into developmental needs of the community, to solve some of the developmental needs of the community. Those buildings were identified and the community were tasked to follow up on those buildings and find the ownership or as to whether those buildings will be available for some of these developmental needs to be housed in those buildings. Then there was this socio-economic survey to actually understand the social dynamics of the Gamashi community, and this was led by the project implementing unit. A team of youth volunteers were drawn from the community, and those who have the expertise in conducting surveys, they were brought together and they were tasked to come up with the survey instrument and the survey tool, and I think they did a very good job. So the participatory aspects of the project has really made this project very interesting, and this is not like other developmental projects where people come in with their own agenda, but this is development from the people, development by the people, and development for the people, because it was the community themselves who decided right from the beginning the various components of interventions that should come into the community, and these were led by the project implementing unit, and I think the engagement has really gone on well.
Following from community consultation and several interfaces that were held with the community members, they identified certain areas that they needed intervention. First is the area of sanitation, environmental sanitation, and then the general environment in which they live. And also they identified housing improvement in their living environment, and then providing some facilities to answer to the needs of the numerous children we have here. So in that direction, specifically they look at alley paving, and that's why we're doing a lot of alley paving in the community, because being an old community is connected with several alleys. You pass through an alley to get to a certain place. So they identified that these alleys need to be paved and enhanced for improved living conditions for them, particularly the children and the aged. And then also improvement in the sanitation situation insofar as solid waste is concerned. And that too, we are doing some activities there where we bought some Bolak taxi, or what we call the refuse collector, and then some tricycles for the youth to help lift some of these solid waste from the various homes to their treatment sites.
Another component of the project that I find very interesting is the loan facility that the Community Development Fund is using to address some of the teeming issues that affect businesses within the community. The Community Development Fund is looking at businesses that are within the Gamashi community, and they are offering these people soft loans, especially women who do a lot of trading activities within the community, and some men as well. So the Gamashi Development Committee partnered with GN Bank, which is a Ghanaian bank, to actually undertake such services. So the committee is actually seeking technical support from GN Bank to provide the soft loan aspect of the Community Development Committee. So what the committee is doing is that the committee is providing loans to these people in the community at a very, very cheaper rate. The interest rate on it is just 10%. This is to encourage everybody to actually gain loan services to invest into their businesses to improve upon the general economy of the project. Then another component is the project development fund, which is also within the community development fund. So what that fund is seeking to achieve is to afford community-based organizations the opportunity to come up with proposals to apply for funding to undertake developmental initiatives within the community. We have a lot of community-based organizations operating at various sections of the community. So what the CDC did was to identify all the community-based organizations, bring them to a 2-day training. They were trained on how to identify needs, what we say needs assessment. So they were taken through participatory needs assessment processes. They were taught on how to write proposals. So after doing all these things, and a period of time were open for the community-based organizations to apply for the fund to undertake developmental initiatives that will help the community, and those initiatives should really fall within the principles of the PSUP or the slum deprivations as defined by the PSUP project. So I think this has really empowered the CBOs within the community, and they can even go beyond the community development fund and seek for support from other donor agencies, from other NGOs that are within the community, the country that are assisting community development.
The way forward is for us to deliver well in the third phase, make sure that the impact that the activities that we are really undertaking now will benefit and impact on the lives of the people, the community. And that can put us in a good stead for the phase 4, where we hope to look at issues like housing improvement, etc.
My name is Eva Kwefu, a resident of this area. And I want to say a very big thank you to UN Habitat, GAMADA, in collaboration with AMA, the Ministry of Local Government, for making our area very neat for us. Gone were those days. When it rains, our area was very mushy and floody, and it enters our room. But through this initiative, the gutters have been open, and then there's easy flow of rainwater, so it doesn't get into our rooms anymore. So we are most grateful to these institutions for making our area very neat. We are very, very, very grateful.
My name is Hawa. I'm a resident of Fase, Owu Street. I want to thank the UN Habitat, GAMADA, in collaboration with AMA and the local government for the improvements in my area. Going on a date when this place was called Stone City, because it was full of stones and very, very small. Very, very muddy when it rains. But right now, I want to thank them for laying the pavement bricks. Right now, this place is right now called BRA, Buko Residential Area. We're going on a date in an emergency. The taxi would have to stop somewhere for the person to be carried to the taxi. But right now, due to this improvement, when there's an emergency, the taxi drives straight to the resident's home to pick the person to a nearby hospital. Because of these pavement bricks, nobody litters around like they used to do. And anybody who is sick is not scared of any tragic incidents happening, because the taxi will drive straight to your doorstep.
Okay, document manima UAG. But the NGOs, the AMB, actually, the need na emba chuame awo oti ye bie. Eje nyi se kwe kanu bone. Wonyo botomi. Mbene emba fe bie fine ameha wo. Noni yo menji. Makpa me fai. Koni mwa me ngba hi ni na mba chune hi. Bina fi kemu ko ba fitele na me kwe na me wi. Ako nupa ni yo bie me da me shi ojogba. Ya nu chumo wulu na mba chu ye bie. Je bie pe amefia ahun kete show na ton. Ni won da me shi. Ake bia ne ame awo hejole agbo. Ye wonyemo mi. Wo ya ke wo ba mi. Beke bie de nche hu e. Ame na hejole. Ame twa ball ke ni ono ni na agbabe. Beke ko kura nye ni ibate ni ibagbeshi. Yo mi dameshi ojogba. Wo ha UN Habitat local government ke grandmother biashi aka mba chuno ko agbo ame awo ebie ni wo hia pa no gbiko shida pe wo ha me
wami amfa kruyan na manimo moment jumbo na nya grabare no me yesi machara